A simple man, a quiet man, but how my brother and I looked forward to our summers with father.
Did you see that? Oh my god! Oh, okay. All right, little buddy. Lay on your back, stick your feet up in the air. Hammer toss! Remember, when you land, see if you can find your brother.
Welcome to the No Pants Zone party. You can join at home. Come along and bring your friends. Here the party never ends. Welcome to the No Pants Zone. Never have to feel alone. Go ahead and shake your butt. No one here will give a fuck. Welcome to the No Pants Zone. Welcome to the No Pants Zone. Welcome to the No Pants Zone. Welcome to the No Pants Zone.
Yeek, yeek, whoop, whoop. Why you all in my ear talking a whole bunch of shit? I ain't trying to hear. Get back, mother. Hey, but hey, howdy and Harroink, get me, your Funky Werepig, live from the glorious No Pants Zone studios. Throw those pants in the air like you just don't care. This right here, season 4 premiere. That's right. I'm so impatient. I wanted to go ahead and just do season 5 as well, but I still might. Zima hasn't kicked in yet. Let's get this season launched first, because I am a man who's too busy thinking to be thinking. I got the comfy shirt on. Over here, riding the exercise bike that powers our Commodore 64 magic is Boychild 1.0. And our staff of 1,000 has returned after a long summer vacation in which I did not have to pay you. And I didn't. And then let us not forget the one I always forget. Boychild 1.0's brother. The other one. Nothing is official until we do the opening ceremonies. First, the blessing of the moon pie. Yowza, yowza, yowza. Fun fact, same moon pie we've been using since 1974. We have to do the lighting of the underwear scented candle. Courtney freshness. And lastly, a toast from my frothy mug. May there never be breaks on the dick train. By the way, if you're doing this ceremony at home, please do not mess it up. I cannot be held responsible for the evil you will unleash. Bowls. And the Zima just kicked in. I got to brag about this show. Our special guest is a Werepig favorite. Horror icon Courtney Gains is back. Now I know we're going to talk about Children of the Corn because his fans pick at my house when we don't. But we mostly talk about his 40 years in the business. He has a brand new album, Safe Haven, that's coming out, his live tour. And we discuss the time a quartet of Hollywood's legendary ladies kick him in the nuts. Good times. Good times. Our musical guests are no strangers to the Werepig either. VEER is here to kick bahookie with their new album, Soft Machines. John is my favorite drummer of all time, and Ron is his brother. John is so cool, he spells his name J-O-N. And Ron, he spells his name R-O-H-N. He's a little different. If you don't already know about VEER, you are going to absolutely fangirl scream when you see these guys do what they do. We have so much packed into one season premiere, it'll make you give birth. Or get a dog. And if we have time, we will discuss the legend of Banjo Dick. I do need to address an uncomfortable situation. As many of you know, I am friends with world famous comedian Michael Aronin. I live a life where I am often recognized on the street, and people come up and they say hey to me. But something happens when Aronin is around. Huge mobs come in, and then suddenly I'm asked if I'm standing in line. Well, guess who calls bright and early this morning, the day of the show? Mike Aronin. It's 7 o'clock in the morning, dude. What can I do for you?
You said I could be on your show.
The show goes out today. The show is done. I'll put you in another show. Okay. Look,
Greg, Boychilds 2.0 called me at 6 a.m. and said log on at 7 and I'll be on the show.
Mike, can I be honest with you? I'm going to be honest with you.
Sure.
Whenever we get together, we get interrupted constantly. People ask you for autographs. Mike, people.
Hold on, Greg. 1 second.
Okay, people take pictures of you, ask for pictures, and then give me the camera.
Who do I make this out
They
to?
give.
Who? Okay.
Are you signing an autograph right now? It's 7 o'clock in the morning. Where are you? At your house? You're signing autographs 7 o'clock in the morning in your house. This is exactly what I'm talking about, Mike. Mike, no.
He's so dreamy.
So let's make it official. Comedian Mike Aronin will not be in our premiere. Being honest, our season is already booked, and it's magnificent. So Mike Aronin will not appear at all this season. And I am more than okay with that. But you know who we can't do without? There he is, with flawless continuity, like a pharmaceutical fanboy who's just named his newborn twins, Johnson & Johnson, live via satellite through Zoom, our own musical director, JJ Glamour. JJ, how are you, good sir? I know you went back home for summer, so we might not have the best connection. Am I coming through okay?
Hong Kong Fooey, #1 super guy. I would kick his ass.
Dude, looks like you're caught in a time warp. Hold on a second. Let me.
Hey. Mahala. Please deposit 25 more cents.
There you go. Hey, good to see you, man. I do not have a quarter to pay your toll, but I do have I have this cool pirate coin. Look at this. It says surrender the booty. And my booty is worth a lot more than 25 cents. You're at the stomping grounds, the old stomping grounds. That's you're doing the freaky time warp stuff again. Family's good though. Family's good. Everybody's good. That's you know the booty joke is that it has two meanings, because one is the treasure, pirates, and then the other is that it's an ass.
La 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 la.
Wasn't going to say it. Was not. I'm just gonna leave that there. So it's hey, tell you what, while the internet is still up, and I know how much you love being the voice of millennials and Gen Z, why don't you, good sir, if you would, play us out to the Magic Farmers comedy break?
You know, they say today's younger generation has no concept of romance. I disagree. So here's a song I call Let's Make Love in the Glow of Your Cell Phone.
I'm Nevada Bob.
Vote Nevada Bob for everything. Paid for by Nevada Bob himself, you DC bitches.
Behold the Magic Farmers Incorporated. Speak, moo cow, speak.
You're not the boss of me.
Have you been injured on the job? Is there a legal issue in your past that just won't go away? Do you pee straight up your nose because of a bent penis? Well, you deserve legal representation that understands your specific situation. A flaw starship. Here, Eminem, Kajeski, Fatty Fuckface. We specialize in special clients. Maybe clients just like you. Watch out, that bird's gonna shit in your tuba! Do you suffer from cell phone hypnosis, brain farts, alien abductions, acid flashbacks, reality show delusions, or are you simply stereotyped as being blonde? It don't be like that though. As lawyers, we have over 25 years of experience, and we believe in your rights. Your breath is so fresh it smells just like the river. Don't go it alone. Like any narcissistic politician, you should never be held accountable for what you do or say. They are coming. Do you want them to steal your lawn gnomes? We know you are a very special, unique person. We handle people exactly like you every day. Manel, Kajeski, and I like to see my dingle dangle. We not only speak your language, we know your mantra. It's not my fault I made a mistake. And remember, if you have a phone, you are a pooper honey winnie head. Poop.
Hey guys, this is Sharon from I Smell Sheep, and this month's recommendation is Creep Show Volume 2, Issue 1. The smash hit horror anthology based on the hit Shudder TV series is back and creepier than ever. Each issue of Creep Show Volume 2 will feature different creative teams with uniquely horrifying standalone stories. Since I love horror comics, I reviewed this one. Issue 1 of Creep Show starts off with 2 stories of madness and monsters of the humankind. The first story, Make Your Choice, is about religious hypocrisy and retribution, with Poe's The Telltale Heart vibes. The subject matter is disturbing, and I was surprised at how dark it went, but it makes its point. I'm with the writer on this one. The second story, Fossil Record, is a new take on an old horror classic, The Zombie. It also has a classic horror ending. Was it real or was it all in his head? Pun intended. If you read it, you'll realize how funny that joke was. With awesome storytelling and talented artists, Creepshow brings to life what horror lovers have been craving. I give Creepshow Volume 2 5 creepy sheep. Until next time.
Check out the award-winning review site for books, comics, and movies your Funky Werepig loves, ismellsheep.com.
Foretelling the future, uncovering the secrets of the past, speaking to loved ones that are no longer among us. What you're about to see is for reals.
Welcome to Gretchen Bloom Kinda Psychic.
Even before she was born, little Miss Bloom knew she had special powers. As a child at summer camp, a druid said with practice and a lot of peyote, little Gretchen could open her mind to another dimension. Now, with astral projection, chicken bones, and a Disney pass leading to many portals of hell, Gretchen Bloom can talk to the dead. Now, Kinda Psychic, with your guide, Gretchen Bloom.
Mama sound. I am Gretchen Bloom, and I have been described as freakishly kinda psychic.
Gretchen Bloom Kinda Psychic and Vincent are coming to a city near you with their Talking to the Dead live tour, merged with the medium creepy Cleveland magazine calls, still on TV.
It's our first caller on the Heaven or Hell hotline.
Say no more. Who is it and where are they from?
Professional skeptic Brad Fute says, most psychics are obviously fake, but Bloom is the real deal.
Incoming!
Evil Annie says, Gretchen may be right less than 50% of the time, but it's with amazing accuracy.
They are showing me you are concerned about a woman. They're giving me a name with the letter B. Betty, Brittany, Beyonce.
Austin says the name is Tammy.
That is correct.
Mike B. from Texas says, Gretchen Bloom connected to me, like an angel over my shoulder.
Remember, when loved ones cross over, they're never really gone. They are still here and they watch over you. Like when you touch your naughty parts in the bathroom. They see that shit and then they show me. So stop it!
Gina from New England says, Gretchen and Vincent scare the shit out of my children. Grade school kids shouldn't be in therapy. It's the Gretchen Bloom Kinda Psychic Talking to the Dead live tour with musical acts, the Grateful Dead, and live. Get your tickets now.
For I am Gretchen Bloom, Kinda Psychic.
The Talking to the Dead live tour, now in a spooky blue font.
This goes out to famous comedian Mike Aronin from literally everyone in the world. You suck. You suck. That's all it says?
I can sign an autograph to my own damn self. Fact: Columbus Day, 1966, Blessing, Pennsylvania. 3-year-old Ugly Joe Barrett murdered his family, then disappeared. Fact: machete, chainsaw, improper insertion of a tire pump. Death arrives wearing the true mask of evil. For over 50 years, horrifying unsolved murders have been filed under Ugly Joe, a serial killer who leaves behind only crayon drawings. Really, really good crayon drawings. I mean, check out that parrot. Probably like the best crayon parrot ever. Fact: in order to survive, you need the facts. Is it politically correct to die on Columbus Day? Can your virginity save you? Can you really stick a man up on a wall with a kitchen knife? The legend of Ugly Joe is your only hope in solving all the mysteries. Gregory L. Hall's The Legend of Ugly Joe is available at Amazon Books. Oh, this voice is scary. Avush! Subscribe to the Funky Werepig and let the laughter and the music drop right into your hands. Be our 12th caller and win a dream date with VEER, the entire band. Full disclosure, lead singer Ron Malfi will ask about your couch. He'll be the one with the suitcase. We are going to cover a lot. We've got to do the music, because you're all about that now. We got to do the movies, because you won't stop. Even after 40 years, you don't stop. So, but before we do that, we got to hit some business. We got to hit what's most important. So, my lady love, for like the past month or so, has been on my case about, trimming the beard.
Oh,
Trimming the beard. And she's, because I usually kind of keep it a little tight for her, she's never seen me without the beard. My kids have never seen me with a beard. All part of the master plan. One day I'm going to commit the crime of the century. This is coming off, and I'm out of there like Kaiser Soze. No one would ever know me.
Then he leave. You see it, and now I'm gone.
Yeah, I'm gone. I blend. But so she's giving me a raft of shit about, that beard's getting out of control. And I said, who do I have on this year's premiere episode of the Funky Werepig? She goes with an eye roll, Courtney Gains. Oh, yeah, Courtney freaking Gains. Have you seen? Courtney Gains just signed up for a new HBO series, Beard Master. It's kind of like Games of Thrones. You'll love it. I can't come in there with my little wimpy beard. I got to go up against the guy.
There you go. Well, I guess after this thing, you're not going to have any excuses.
I know. As soon as this interview's over, she's in the other room right now.
Just with a razor waiting.
Yeah,
for
exactly. Exactly. I'm screwed. I got to tell you, one of the most underrated parts of your game is your comedy.
Oh, thanks.
You are, at the times even I've spent just hanging out with you talking, you crack my shit up. Your episode of My Name is Earl, is still one of the best, funniest damn things I've ever seen on TV.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, that one was such a great combination because I got to play the sort of like the Can't Buy Me Love innocent guy, but then I got to play the crazy also. Like a guy that got because it took life took him too far and he went over the edge. I play one or the other, but that one allowed me to play both in one, so that was a lot of fun.
Like you can't handle the combo.
Well, I'm just saying it just wasn't offered before, so it was great to get a chance to do them both because I've certainly done them separately, but that's what made the arc of the character that much better, because you get to see him as one thing, and then next time you see him, he's crazy,
You in Becky, Wrath of Becky, you deliver the line of the movie. I'm not going to spoil it, But when you're kind of begging for your life and
the
sharing personal stuff about yourself,
the big turn, yes.
She asks one question.
Yes.
I hit the damn floor.
Yeah. And it was funny. So I did an audition, did a taped audition, and then I had to do a Zoom meeting with the directors, and one of them I'd worked with as an actor before, and he had a certain way he kept wanting me to do that line that was, I just wasn't quite hitting. And then when we shot it, he still was trying to get me to do it a certain way I wasn't quite hitting. It just, I just knew what felt like the right way to do it for me. I was trying to give. I always try to give a director what they want. I don't really usually fight for it. But I'm like, well, let me do it my way too. And then you can just make your decision. But finally, he just sort of relented and was after. It was kind of like, okay, just do it like that. And then we did, and I nailed it. And then that's the one they used. It was just the right way for me. There was really only one way to say it.
Yeah,
it's a quite the ridiculous turn. That's when you sort of realize how sort of ridiculous this movie is. At the same time, I'm playing that moment very seriously. I'm playing it. I'm really begging for my life, but that turn is so ridiculous. What's the name of my kid? We're not going to say what it is, but my kid could not be more ridiculous. And,
that's beautiful. Knocked it out of the park. It was.
She does a great job afterward too. And she's like, "Yeah, got it, be fucking got." And then she just goes to town. She did a great job. She was a lot of fun to work with. So
yeah, that's movies like that. I feel a little embarrassed about, because you come in and it's a slaughter fest. They don't pull any punches.
Absolutely.
I find myself laughing at all the wrong times.
I think you're meant to in that movie, though. And I think knowing you, and this is not our first time, but our third or fourth show. Yeah, I imagine you had a great old time with all the slaughters.
Oh yeah.
I'm sure when I got shot in the arrow in the face, you were like, "Oh!"
That was awesome. But you're such a badass. That wasn't the killing blow.
Yeah.
You just walked around with an arrow in your face.
Yeah, no, that was yeah, it was a really the character had a really good arc, you know. I mean, that, of course, the arrow really gets him fired up, you know. Now he wants blood. You know?
Yeah. Now he's pissed.
Yeah, now you've pissed me off. They shoot me in the face. Now I'm really mad.
Now, 40 years, right? You're 40 years deep in this thing we call movie making.
Children of the Corn next year will be the 40th anniversary, and that's the first film. So, I mean, I guess technically I'm 40 years deep this year, but as far as the first,
I round up.
Because I did it a year before, right, or whatever. So,
exactly. Yeah. I calculate all angles. I'm that.
Well, I got my SAG card in 1983, right? So there you go.
They had him back then.
Oh yeah. They were sketched in parchment paper, but
tacked into stone. Are you still gonna? I don't want to bring up iffy stuff, but you still gonna retire from the touring circuit at 40?
That's the plan. Yeah, I'm gonna do the big Corn 40th next year, and I think I'm gonna take a break. Who knows? Maybe I'll come back for 45th after I've been out 5 years, but. I don't know. I still definitely feel like I don't want to be like, the dude in the wheelchair coming in to have to sign, and I'm not in the position where I have to do that. So, and I'm tired of the travel. So I'm kind of like, I'm good with it. So.
Well, you have other things to do. We'll talk about that in a second, but you have other things to keep you busy. Gotta ask this, 40 years deep, the killings in Becky were fun.
Yeah.
If killings can be fun. And you've died some glorious deaths.
I always say if somebody would take the time to cut them all together, you could have a 5-minute, 10-minute death reel of just me dying, or getting me either I'm dying or getting taken away in handcuffs. One of the two, right?
Do you have a favorite? Do you have a favorite death?
Death? Ooh, I don't think anyone's ever asked that before. Favorite death? Well, technically, Benny Bliss. My character flies off into heaven at the end. So is that a death? Is that I would say if that's a death.
You're not here no more.
I get all you know is he floats away. So if I have to call that, if I would say that's a death, that's my favorite death, because that was crazy to get put a rope on in a crane and pulled up into the air, and you're just floating and going, and all these people, all these extras, because we just did a rock concert, right? Just waving bye to everybody. That was pretty wild, I gotta say. That was pretty wild.
Are you going to end your concerts now that way?
Yeah, right. If I had a big enough budget, yeah, that'd be pretty dope.
That'd be pretty kick-ass.
Yes,
the end of every concert.
When we get to the big stage, right? I can fly away at the end. I love it. Great idea.
You have always been a dude who's been about the music. I've been a fan of your music for a long, long time, and you've played a large variety of music.
That's right.
I still think your Great Divide, is, and don't go getting a big head on me.
Okay.
Great Divide is one of the most genius songs written.
Wow.
In our current times.
Thanks, man.
That if I highly recommend it to anybody. Go find it and turn off your 24/7 news and just watch that. That's genius, my friend.
Right. We put that out on January 6th. We were going to release it a little bit later, but then when the 6th happened, I just shot the last part of the video. We'd already had a video ready to go. I just put some stuff shot right off the television on my phone, clipped it on the end of it, and put it out that day because I was like, we couldn't be more on the right, timing of history than that moment. Yeah, and all I ever want to say in the Great Divide is, they're telling us we got only two choices. It's either left or right. It's either red or blue. It's either pro-choice, pro-life. But really, there's a whole giant gray area out there that most of us live in, and it's not that cut and dry. So, and if divided they conquer, united we stand. So that was the message.
As long as you can keep two sides, they'll keep doing this.
Exactly.
When you add a bigger variety.
I think that most people understand that. I think, but
I do too.
But both sides of the fringe are certainly, being extremely crazy, and they're the ones that get all the press, right? So
yeah, those who make the most noise.
That's right. Squeaky wheel gets the grease, right?
So the music career has seemed to roll over. I'm not saying more dominant because you've always done both, but I'm seeing this new evolution, I think, with the Courtney Gains group. Courtney Gains band? Are you a group or band?
Group, yeah.
How'd you come up with that name?
Well, I'll roll into that. So yeah, basically 2020, like everyone else, forced me to get introspective, right? It's like life is short. What is, what do I want to do? And I had all this music I've been writing over the years that I've been sitting on, and I was finally like, what I really want to do is get this music out. And then I was able to, again, have the time to go down the rabbit holes and realize there was enough technology out there now that you can really put a home studio together to do some tracking relatively cheap, because that was always the conversation, was this the cost of studio time, right? So that really freed me up, and that's when the Acoustic Gains Volume 1 came out.
Yes.
And that was all the acoustic stuff, and that was my first experience of tracking things. And at the same time, Ripple Street, my band Ripple Street, came back to me with let's put out some music. So we put out 4 singles, and one of them was The Great Divide. So all of a sudden I was on a roll putting out music again. And then at end of last year is when I started tracking this record, Safe Haven. And then it took this long to get it out. So it's been a almost a year journey, basically. 8 months, 10 months, more work than I thought it was going to be, but I certainly learned a lot. And in that process, I decided, I live in Savannah now. In Savannah, there's a lot of opportunity musically because it's a tourist town, and the Southeast just likes bands. They like to have bands. And so if instead of like in LA where it's a showcase venue where you're turning over 3, 4, 5 bands a night, and your job is to bring in a certain amount of audience and they'll have you back.
Oh yeah.
This is like, no, we just want one band for the night to entertain for like 3 hours. So you have to bring your own PA system, which I'd never had to do before, which is, I was like, what? Because in LA, there's a stage and PA system, and a guy running it and all that. And like, no, you have to have your own PA system. You have to do 3 45-minute sets. I've never played more than 1 45-minute set, all originals. And it has to be, a lot of covers. And I was like, wow, okay. So I started to work that up. And then I put this band together, and I decided this time, instead of not using my name to my advantage, I'm like, it's time to use my name to my advantage. So I'm just going to call it the Courtney Gains Group. And I decided I was going to switch from, in Ripple Street, I played guitar and sang, but I decided to switch to bass with this band because doing so many covers and so much material, I felt like I needed a much better guitar player. to carry, long leads and things. So I'm essentially just playing rhythm guitar on bass is really what I'm no bass player in my mind. But I've learned a lot. It's certainly opened my ears to bass in a whole new way, which has been great. But so about 10, 11 months ago, I started putting this band together. And now we've been playing steadily weekend warring for about 9 months now.
Steadily. I visit your Facebook page every once in a while. You do 14 gigs a week. It's ridiculous.
Maybe two a week, which is really great though. I mean, we're playing 6 to 8 times a month. That's like really good. And that first time, I was shitting my pants, man. I'd never played that much material, and we were barely ready to go. But we got through it, and I was at that point, had stepped into the next level, and now we're really doing, we're doing this on the regular, and I'm getting used to it, and now I'm starting to do some solo gigs as well, which is something I was like, I'm not ready for that either. So I'm doing like these 2-hour solo gigs, doing like 2 sets. Maybe eventually I'll get to 3 sets, but it's been good. So the whole thing has been about getting my chops together, getting this band together, so that when the record drops, we can start to go out and promote it. But so I wanted to be ready for that. So it's all been part of the master plan to get the chops together to be able to go kick butt. And the next coolest gig we got coming up is on the 14th and 15th of October at a place called the Haunted Pyramids, which is a haunted house in Lawton, North Carolina. We're going to do two sets. We're going to play 2 nights. And all the rest of the bands are going to be metal bands but us, which I think is perfectly awesome. And I'm planning as the old man to come kick their butts with some rock and roll. So
our icon.
We're going to play some Werepig, some Black Sabbath Werepig. That's what we're going to get.
And then have the other bands Google search them.
That's right. What the hell is that? No, but it's going to be great. I love it because
our icon Courtney Gains is going to do a Halloween type concert at an actual haunted house.
You got it. And it's gonna be like my obviously my core fan base, as it were. So that's gonna be fun because they're gonna, whenever most of the time we're just playing gigs that are, people, maybe some people know who I am, some people don't. They're just there to, eat, drink, and have a good time. We're just the background, which is great. But sometimes there's gigs where they set it up that I'm gonna be there, and you can see the look on people's faces that come because you're gonna get something signed, whenever they're fans. They look like this before the gig, like it's like. They're like, either this is going to be a train wreck and really hilarious, and I'll be entertained, or maybe this guy can play. Let's see. And a couple songs in, they realize, okay, this band's legit. Let's have a good time. So it's really fun, and I know that's what's going to happen over there too. They're going to be like, all right, let's see if this actor clown can really play any music, So, but I've been setting up for this for 10 months. We're coming to rock. So I'm excited. It's going to be fun.
Too cool. The album, Safe Haven, that drops October 2nd.
Correct. And a single's out now. We put out a single that you can hear. You have to go to fakefangs.com. That's the record label, Fake Fangs Records. You can hear the single, and if you like it, look out. And if you like it, you can pre-order the record. And this is what you wanted to talk about before. If you pre-order the record,
yes,
you get a personally signed CD. So you had a question about that now.
Yeah. Let me ask this question because I want to make sure.
Yes.
I want to make sure. When your CD went up for pre-order,
yes,
I busted ass to go get it. I'm probably very first. I was elbowing people to get.
All right,
there.
You're gonna get 1 of 1 then. I'm gonna keep 1 of 1 on the CDs, but okay,
that's fine. I'll take 2. 2 is fine. 1 is the loneliest number. 2 is twice as lonely. So I bust ass and I get there. And then it says personalized.
Yes, personalized.
To me means to somebody. You write whatever.
Well, whatever is where we're going to get into, like, what does whatever mean? Is it's a book? Because I am.
No, there's not enough room. You sign the CD cover.
I'm going to personally sign them, but like if you
but if I'm the second person, then you're worn out for everyone after me. I'm fine. You're still fresh with me.
I'm just curious, how long a book are you going to write for me to have to say? That's what
I'll email you something concise, something sweet. You
didn't put it on the site. You could say what you wanted me to write. You didn't put it on there.
I don't know. Here's the deal. Here's the deal.
Did you pre-order yet? Did you?
Yes, I did. No, I did. Here's the problem. Here's the problem. Here's the problem. I'll share a little secret with you.
No, I'm just saying. I'm just afraid, like you'll write like some crazy long cryptic thing that's like takes up the entire front of the cover.
I have sent you emails that you literally have to flip the computer over, page 2.
Exactly. So,
so
keep
I
it
understand.
simple. Keep it simple for me. That's all I'm.
I got it.
No, I will be personally signing them. That's the point. Because so there's going to be a limited run of CDs, like 500 right now.
Okay.
And those who pre-order will get personally signed ones. If you don't get it in by the pre-order time, you can get just a regular CD, or you can get a signed one, but just my name, right? So if you want to personalize someone, you got to do the pre-order. That's the incentive to get some pre-orders in.
Okay.
Right? Yeah.
All right. Well, I did.
We're doing all right. We've already got some, which has been cool, and gotten a couple reviews now that have been pretty promising too. So
really?
Yeah.
So you're starting to already get it reviewed before it even comes out. That's smart business.
Trying to do that, exactly. So you can start to try to hype it up a little bit. But I had braced myself to just get panned and ripped. So it's been nice that actually I've gotten a couple decent reviews, and people felt it actually took a little bit of time to actually listen to it. So it's been pretty cool. Because this is a 6-song EP, and this one, because you mentioned like a variety of different types of music. Like the Acoustic Gains record was more introspective.
Mm-hmm.
The Ripple Street record I put out before the January 6th one was very much about a breakup. The whole record is just a breakup record. This one is just storytelling about things that I think I want to call a little BS too. Like, like one's called Bills in Space, about the billionaire space race, because I just think that's the giantest ego trip on the planet. Yeah.
Says a guy who floated away to heaven.
It's done in fun. Yeah, from a guy who floated away from heaven. Exactly. But it's done in fun. And, but another song called The Healer that's told from the point of view of a plastic surgeon, convincing a woman, to let him cut her open,
dude, this is awesome.
And Look Out, which is the one that's out now, is about a guy having to throw a fight, boxers that don't want to fight. And it's if I could do a music video, I'd do a very film noir, black and white music video. That would be super fun for that one. So each one, they're all stories, they're all basically stories, this one. So it's a little different than the last one. And that's what I like to do. I like to sort of put these, I won't call it a concept album, but kind of like, ideas that kind of fit together.
I have to ask this bonus question. Because there's been so much debate in the Werepig house.
Oh, okay.
So, a couple years ago, I think the last time you were on, you were pitching Queen Bees. I think it was.
Yeah, that's right.
And my in-laws were visiting. I saw it came up on the cable.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, my buddy Courtney's in this. We got to watch it.
Right, my cool little cameo.
It's Ellen Bernstein and Anne Margaret.
Yes.
Anne Margaret's in it.
Jane Curtin.
Jane Curtin is such a good cast. Cast. And it's fun. In your key scene.
Yeah.
I believe it's Anne Margaret. You steal a purse.
Yes.
And they catch you in the parking lot, argue with you a little bit.
Right.
Anne Margaret has had enough. I think it's Anne Margaret. And just nails your news.
It's actually the I can't think of the woman's name, and she's been in a ton of stuff. The black woman who was with them, the four.
Loretta.
I can't think of her name right now.
Yeah. Is she
Loretta.
Is she the drop kicker?
Yeah, she's the one who kicks me in the nuts. I always thought about, she looks, even though I think she's close to their age, she looks so much younger than all of them, I thought,
Yeah,
but
she's cheating.
Apparently she's been around a long, long time. She's had a wonderful career. I feel bad I can't think of her name right now, but I think it's Loretta something. She's the one who's like, I know, I'm gonna kick him right in the cojones.
I have to say, we rewound that like 6 times. He just kept rewinding it. Your drop would make professional wrestlers jealous.
That's right.
That's how much you sold that shit.
Thank you.
It was a beautiful drop. So here's where the debate comes in.
Okay.
You know what big fans my boys are of your work.
All right, well, tell them I said hello, please.
I will. The Boychilds because they know your background and you've been on the show several times. They're like, and my boy child 2.0 wants to get into this business. He's like, oh my God. I mean, he really does. I mean, you can see the craft and even getting kicked in the nuts. You can see him, every detail, the way he fell, the look on his face. He really sold it. It was just that level of concentration. And I said, or
he really got hit in the nuts.
The pro that Courtney is. Courtney just went, one knee, two balls. Bring it.
No. I ain't
Just
that kind
do
of
it.
pro. No, I ain't that man. I'm a method actor, and I ain't that method. I will say though, we did it like, I don't know, 4 or 5 times or something. She got close once. She got really close once, and I was like, "Hey, that was a little too close, side of the thigh."
The danger zone.
Yeah, definitely a bit of a risk. But,
so the boys won the argument.
Yeah, no. Yeah, that's you talk about comedy. I mean, that's physical comedy right there, and I like physical comody. I studied a bit of that, and commedia dell'arte and stuff like that. I like.
Oh yeah.
You can say a lot physically, without a line, so to speak. I mean, that's what silent film studying the masters.
Chaplin, Lloyd, all those guys.
Yeah. And I mean, I got to say, I had a chance to study some of that and watch those guys. And I mean, the physical comedy. I mean, W.C. Fields trying to hit a pool ball. I mean, it's just, if you really break it down, it's like it's genius how effortless he's making it look, but how he just milks this entire moment. Yeah, no, it's good stuff. So when I get a chance to do a little physical comedy, I'm all about it. But yeah, if I'm physically doing well with my character in a scene, that's a good sign for me that I'm locked in, And I think you see it in that Wrath of Becky character. That character's very physical too, with the shotgun and
Oh yeah.
But if I'm in my body, I'm in the character's body, that's a good sign that I'm locked in, because the body doesn't lie. The body really doesn't lie. You can watch. It's a good thing to do, even as an actor, or to watch an actor, is just shut off the audio and just watch the scene, and see if it plays. That's because that's what I'm sometimes they talk talking heads, where it's just they're doing a lot of talking, but they're not really in their body.
The just so we're clear together, because we'll probably see you on your 40th anniversary tour, your big final tour.
Oh, good.
The boys are going to want to be there. I'm going to write a note here that you agreed with me, and you said, "Kick my nuts."
That I agreed with you. I said, "Oh yeah, I took it like a man." All right.
Yeah, I've written it down. The boys don't.
That's the side you voted on. Then you're like, he did it, man.
I know you did. You're a pro. You're a pro.
Sure.
So
no cop, nothing. Just
4 times. 4 times until you got it right.
That's right.
Sing it like a Bee Gee. Do it again.
That was great. Let's do it.
Well, Courtney, our time is almost over.
Is it?
I know. I see the tears streaming already. So I mean this from the bottom of my heart. You light up my life. You bring me hope to carry on
and fill your days.
And I'm not just saying that because Debbie Boone's my life coach. I mean, I mean it. I mean, that's how you touch us on the show, the fans, everybody in the No Pants Zone. We love having you on. You're just the easiest dude to talk to. I've always, the way I've described you when I say I was talking with Courtney the other day, which I'll walk into a diner and say that shit. I don't care.
So, did I tell you I was talking to Courtney Gaines the other day?
Yeah. Did I tell you that? Did I mention that? I'm sorry. But the way I always describe you, when people say, well, what's he really like? I go, he is always the coolest guy in the room. He's Courtney,
Well, it's just me and you, so of course I'm the coolest guy in the room. It's just me and you.
That's true. That's by the transitive property or whatever. That makes sense. Well, on that note, I think we should wrap this up.
Yeah, you said you have to do like a good. Is this your goodbye section you were talking about that you do?
Yeah. Yeah, this is the goodbye thing here. This is what we're out of here at this point. Coolest guy in the room of two. God damn. Did you just see what he did to me? I'm not sure I like you as much as I did before this. Not sure now. Courtney Gains has been in our favorite movies for generations as one of Hollywood's most versatile actors, and his music rocks with fearless insight into himself and the crazy world we live in. Connect with Courtney on his official Facebook page for updates about his movies, live shows, and conventions, and you can find his new album, Safe Haven, at fakefangs.com. Excuse me, I am a personal friend of VEER. Do you know where they are?
Why, yes! They went that way!
I believe him. Are you ready, piggy petters? Then let's put the needle to the record.
Welcome to the red tide. Welcome to the red tide.
Come party with the Boychilds' favorite band, VEER, at veerband.net. All of their music, tour dates, official VEER gear merch, and vodka. Yes, I said vodka. Grab their new album, Soft Machines, and subscribe to their YouTube channel. Join the kick-ass band that proves rock still exists. VEER at veerband.net.
Now time for this official Funky Werepig Save Yourself bonus clip.
Action.
Well, you deserve legal representation that understands your specific situation. A floss starship. Here, at Madame, Tedeschi, and Fatty Fuckface. We specialize in special clients. Maybe clients just like you. Watch out, that bird's gonna shake you.
Want the best in indie music? Head on over to tmvcafe.com and tell them the Werepig said, Harroink, baby.
Like a clock on a wall said ding ding dong, it's time to check the monkey clock. You know, the batteries in the monkey clock died long ago, so when I look up and I see that the time is 10 after 12, that is the correct time. Because one does not argue with monkey clock.
Hugs and Harroinks to our superstar guest, Courtney Gains. You and I have been of the same mind that you have been on the show 4 times, including the old radio days. The staff of 1000 did a little research, and they say you've been on 237 times. That's like once a month. I would argue with them, but I don't math. Well, we hope you come back soon so you can do a kick-ass song from Safe Haven. Or you could do the entire album live on the show. If you wanted. If you wanted. In Rathabecky, I saw you play the banjo. You could do special banjo versions of the song. Just saying. No pressure. Your next time on the show is going to be so much fun. Speaking of CDs, VEER, you guys, you know I live in nowhere, Pennsylvania. The radio stations here only play Queen, Aerosmith, and Billy Joel. And I'm not going to say who, but 2 of the 3 give me a rash. If not for VEER, I wouldn't be in just a few. I would be in every episode of Cops. You Malfi brothers, we love you. We love you. The Lady Love, the Boychilds, we will try to catch you live every chance we get. And I love the CD, Soft Machines. This is rock music the way it's supposed to be. Red Tide, Science, Na Na Na. That one I can sing along with. That CD I play the hell out of in something archaeologists call a boombox. Now this one is still in the plastic. Look at that. Look at that. I have an idea. High Five and Disco Hip Bumps, the Magic Farmers Incorporated, Goat Boy, Ivan November / Malone, President James K. Polk, staff of 1000 employee 352, and special thanks to Cocaine Bear for proving you can have a hit without pushing a political agenda in every movie, unless that agenda is cocaine plus bear. Okay, dig this. We hit 50 episodes this season. That is a big accomplishment for a comedy talk show on YouTube, going old school in a TikTok world. Music is a huge part of what the Werepig tries to do. We're talking Courtney, VEER, Misty Blues, my Misty Blues. We're talking going back to the first show, Adam Ezra, party guys like Austin Forrest, Every Holiday with Casey Lansdale. Oh my God, Bogus Toms. We even had a medieval group, Vogelmoot, that kicked modern ass. What if we got a bunch of these and gave them to you, the Piggy Petters, to celebrate 50 freaking episodes? Now, I'm not asking the artist to donate them. Our job is to support you. Here's a fun fact. I never leave the house with less than 50 grand in my pocket. I got this. So During our 50th episode in January, we will grab names from the subscribers and bang, you get a CD. Because let's face it, you're probably never going to get to see Courtney live because he's mostly in North Carolina, South Carolina, Georgia. VEER performs all the time in Maryland and whatever states surround Maryland. Casey Lansdale only does gigs in Italy because she's just that way. But you can still have their music. We will send it to you. All you have to do is Google search how to play a CD. Are you loving this as much as I am? Hell yeah. Hey, there's so much to do now. So let's, do we still have our internet with JJ? Are we still connected? Ah, there he is, our musical director, JJ Glamour. JJ, what a premiere. This may be the best season 4 opener we have ever done. Look, I gotta roll. So if we could, let's put the needle to the record. Let's throw those pants in the air like we just don't care. And if you would, good sir, play us out. And, oh yeah, make it something funky.
One day I hope to be quick enough just to grab a squirrel in my teeth and shake it.